So to go ahead and get your project started, you can either press New File, and then you can select whichever resolution you need your image to be. You can select by pixels or inches. So if you're making a poster, say 11 by 17, you can go ahead and do that and press Create. But I am going to utilize the drag and drop feature that you see at the top here and drag my image directly into it. So now we're in our project and we're ready to get started. The first thing I'm going to want you to do is duplicate your background layer. And a shortcut for that is Command J. You can also right click it and then press duplicate layer. So now that we have our first layer, we're going to go ahead and go to the top left here over to layer. And then we're going to go down to layer mask and reveal all. This will reveal the layer mask for us. So to actually make our selection, we're going to go ahead and press P on our keyboard. That'll bring up the pen tool. You're going to need the pen tool to make your selection. You can also use the quick selection tool for some things, but for the purpose of this, the pen tool is going to be our best bet. I would like to select this whole road right here so I can highlight it. I'm going to zoom in, which you do by holding the Option key on your keyboard and your scroll wheel at the same time. Wherever your mouse is pointed is where it's going to be going. Let's go ahead and press P to bring our pen tool back out. And then we're just going to go all the way to where this road ends in the image, and I'm just going to go along the sidewalk right here. Gonna move my image, press P again to bring the pen tool back out, and then it ends kind of right where this building overlaps on the road. And then I'm going to go all the way down where the road meets again, and then I'm just going to go all the way down until I reach my first point that I made. So now that we're back to where our first point was, we're going to go ahead and select our first point. We're going to left click it, and you'll know you're doing it right if you have that circular icon next to the pen. If you left click this, it's going to close off your selection. So now that we have that, what we're going to do now is we're ready to actually select it. So let's right click the point here, make sure your pen tool is still out, and then we're going to press make selection. And what feathering is, so when you press make selection, it's going to bring you to this little pop-up. Basically feathering, what it's going to do is it's going to kind of round off any weird edges that you might have made in your selection. I feel pretty comfortable with what I have, so I'm just going to press OK and leave the radius at 0. So now you can see this kind of army of marching ants, and that means it's ready to go for masking. So let's go ahead and go up here to the top left, press select, and then select and mask. Perfect. And then we're going to go ahead and press output to layer mask, that what we already initially made when we duplicated the layer. Let's go ahead and press OK. And then you don't really see anything yet. It's all still the same image. So since I wanted to highlight it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here to FX, and then I'm going to select color overlay. And this is what I initially had selected. So you can go ahead and change this color right here to pretty much whatever you want. You can have it be blue, you can have it be yellow. You got the whole RGB spectrum on there. So I'll leave it to yellow. And this opacity slider right here determines how transparent that streak of color is going to be. So if I have it up at 100, then it's just a yellow line that's going around the buildings right here. But if I bring it down to like 50%, 40, 45, whichever, it's going to be transparent and act a lot more like a highlighter. So if you need to, for whatever reason, highlight a road, highlight a sidewalk, then this is going to be the preferred method in Photoshop to do that. So go ahead and press OK. And there you go. Now you have your first selection. Thank you for watching. And if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment.